Assalamu alaikum, my brothers and sisters in Islam. In my last video, I talked about people who embraced Islam, and I said that when you embrace Islam, the expectations people will have for you will be high. So then, to be safe in all decisions, you have to weigh every action or advice given to you by a Muslim with what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the Prophet have said. Then judge based on that. If you can't do that, then find a sheikh and ask him your questions. But what will happen if prominent Muslims are doing something against the law of Islam? Do you copy them or you follow what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says? And about the issue of Mohammed Salah celebrating Christmas, we will get into that very soon. So stay tuned and don't go far. So I've seen people saying they are new to Islam and Islam says we shouldn't celebrate Christmas. Yet some Muslims like Mohammed Salah are celebrating Christmas. So what then will be the harm if they also celebrate Christmas? See, my brother, you chose to be a Muslim because you knew that there is none worthy of worship except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He and He alone. You accepted the fact that whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says is the absolute law. So why then use the actions of prominent people in Islam when they are going against the law? So assuming that a leader tells you to follow him into a fire and you know that the fire is set ablaze, are you going to follow him into that fire? This is simple to know. Mohammed Salah is a born Muslim. For the reasons he is celebrating Christmas, we actually do not care because it is going to be between Mohammed Salah and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But what we care is the fact that some people or some Muslims are using that, or they are using him as an excuse to also celebrate Christmas. My brother, in the grave, it's going to be you and you alone. On Judgment Day, you alone will receive your book of deeds. And the surprising thing is, you are denying the proofs and statement of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in regards to associating partners with Him. And you are rather using the actions of people who are also Muslims or humans like you, and they are also trying to make it to Jannah like you do. I'm not saying it's not good to copy an act of a prominent fellow Muslim. In fact, talking about copying, why not copy the most prominent human being ever created by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? The name is the most used in the world and is the best of all mankind, and that is our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. If you should copy any human, then why not copy him? He is the best example to mankind today, tomorrow, and in the future. So my brothers and sisters in Islam, the dream is to move far and far away from associating partners with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. For that sin is a major sin, and it can take a person out of the religion of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And to be safe, practice what you know about Islam. What you see people do is none of your business. You just want to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and He alone. So that is exactly what you have to do. And I know there are people who will actually have an issue with this video, but who cares? If it takes you away an inch from shirk, then the goal has been achieved. So let thee who has ears hear, thee who has eyes to see, and thee who has mouth to say. For one day the soul shall regret what it did. This brings us to the end of this video on Did You Know? If you are new to the channel, consider subscribing and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our content when we produce them. If you want more people to see this video, consider liking the video, and if you have a suggestion or a question, ask a Muslim or drop it down in the comment section below. With this, I say to you, my brothers and sisters in Islam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will forgive you, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will guide you. So pray to Him, for He said in the Quran, Udumuni astajib lakum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh.